Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with the top 5 best PC game deals of the week. Just like every week, there's always some great deals on PC games, so let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5, probably the first time I've recommended this site, over on GameStop.com. Yes, GameStop.com. You can pick up a digital download code of Mafia II. It's 80% off. Retail, it goes for 30 bucks. It's down to $6. And I know Mafia is a series that's been gaining a lot of publicity recently since the release of Mafia 3. Personally speaking, in my opinion, Mafia 2 is the better game. Obviously, with Mafia 3 being more recent overall, like technically Mafia 3 is more impressive, but I like the more contained experience that Mafia 2 offered. It is a lot more linear than Mafia 3. Mafia 3 is set in a big open world. Mafia 2, there are some branching pathways, but for the most part, it is a very linear experience, but it is a great game. If you've recently played Mafia 3 and you want a similar gritty kind of story, Mafia 2 will be right up your alley as well, and for $6, I think this is a very good deal. And it is a game that a lot of people haven't played. I know Mafia 3 got a lot of hype up to its release, but when I talk to people and ask them, have you played Mafia 2? A lot of people will say no. It's a game you should definitely play, especially if you like more gritty style games. Number 4, over on Green Man Gaming, you can pick up Left 4 Dead 2. Yes, Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know who doesn't own Left 4 Dead 2 at this point, but if for whatever reason you don't own the game, it is available for $3.79. That is the VIP price. If you don't know what the VIP price is on GMG, all you have to do is make an account, literally put in an email address, make a password, all that, and then you'll get it for $3.79. The regular price is $4, but I don't know why you wouldn't just sign up and save 20 cents, and $3.79 for Left 4 Dead 2 is a very good deal. Keep in mind, the value of this game isn't that high. Steam actually gave this game away for free, I believe, a year or two ago. And it was literally free for everybody, but obviously that promotion at this point has ended. And if you've recently bought a gaming PC or you're looking to get into PC gaming, Left 4 Dead 2 is definitely a game that should be on your library. In actuality, Left 4 Dead 2 is a game that's very easy to run, so even if you have an older laptop, chances are you can play this game, and for $3.79, there's a lot of fun to be had. I know people with over 100 hours in this game, and especially on PC, the experience is so great. Even if you played it back in the day on like Xbox 360, the PC version is just so much better. With mods and still a very active community, there's a lot to do in this game, and for this cheap of a price, less than the price of a Subway sandwich, you really can't go wrong. Moving on to number 3, as a part of Steam's midweek madness, Grand Theft Auto 5 is on sale. Now, these GTA games hold their value for a long time. I know at this point this game has been out for like 18 months, but it's only 40% off, knocking it down to $36. Its retail price is still $60. And while that is still very expensive, you kind of have to expect that with Rockstar games. It took a long time for GTA 4's price to diminish, and GTA 5 is obviously no different. But if you're looking to play this game and you have a decent PC, it's an exceptional PC port. You've got so many settings to tweak, the game looks fantastic, and if you can run it at 60 frames per second, in my opinion, it's just so much of a better experience than what it offered on Xbox 360, and even what it offered on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And with mods and all you can do on PC, this is by far the definitive version of Grand Theft Auto 5. And coming from me, I bought the game on PlayStation 3, then I bought it on PS4, and then I bought it on PC, and I did not regret the PC purchase at all. And like I said, for $36, it's still a steep price, but considering all the content you get in Grand Theft Auto 5, I think it's worth it. Moving on to number 2, also on Green Man Gaming, Mad Max is available for VIP members. Again, all you have to do is create an account for $6.79. This is a game that is actually not too old. It released back in September of 2015. And what I can say about Mad Max is, on the surface, it is a very, very average game. By no means is it bad, but if you drop $60 on Mad Max, you were probably very disappointed. There's some fun to be had in Mad Max. There's a fun open world to explore, although it is a bit barren. Keep in mind it takes place in a desert. And the combat is really good. Think of something like Batman Arkham. The issue with Mad Max is that it really has no exceptional strong points. There's no area where Mad Max just completely shines in. The entire core of the game is relatively average, but it's still fun to go through the game, especially if you're a fan of the license. And now only being $6.79, this is a great price to pick the game up for. Anything sub $10, I would say Mad Max is a very good pickup, and for only $6.79, It is a 20 to 25 hour game. There is fun to be had, and it runs very, very well on PC, and that's just my opinion of Mad Max. A lot of people like this game a lot more than me, and that's why I can really recommend it. Personally, I just thought it was a very average open world game, and in comparison to a lot of other games, it did fall a little short. But you know, I'm comparing it to games like MGS5 and The Witcher 3, and those games are still a lot more expensive than Mad Max. Finally, number 1, over on Newegg, you can pick up the Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition for only $10. This includes Borderlands 2 as well as all of the DLC content, which is a ton of content. You're talking about adding about 20 to 25 hours of gameplay through just the DLC alone, and then the game itself, if you want to do everything, it'll take you anywhere from 60 to 80 hours, and then there's reason to replay the game. Borderlands gives you a lot of content. For those of you that have played the games, you know what I'm talking about. Obviously, Borderlands 2 is the best experience when you play with a few friends, but some people say that Borderlands can only be played as a cooperative experience, and I don't think that's the case. I've played Borderlands 1 and 2 solo, and I thoroughly enjoyed the games. The gameplay is on point, there's a lot of looting to be had, and it's just a very fun game. Will you be super engaged and engrossed into the world and the story? Probably not. But from a gameplay standpoint, just shooting things up, it's a lot of fun. And for $10, it's a lot of content. You're going to be spending over 100 hours if you want to do everything. And like I said, there's reason to replay the game. Borderlands, in my opinion, is just an essential game for a PC library. It runs great on PC, and even being old, I believe Borderlands 2 came out back in 2012, and it still looks pretty good. I go back and I play Borderlands 2, and playing it maxed out, it runs really well, and I don't think the graphics have aged that much at all. So that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you pick any of these games up. A lot of great games. There's a lot more on sale. I didn't even mention what was on the Humble Bundle and on the Humble Store. This is one of the better weeks for PC game deals, and if you're looking for some new games, definitely check some of these out. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.